In this series, I'm going to be showing you how to make an RPG from scratch, something like this, where it has a dialogue system with choices, and also an inventory, along with traveling between different rooms with transitions. So let's get started. Welcome to part 10 of the RPG series, where today I'm going to be showing you how to put in music and also make the settings menu with the volume control actually work with the music. We're also going to change something with the settings just to make it so it's easier to adjust volume using the left and right versus having two separate buttons for up and down. But we're also going to have it so the music actually changes in volume. So I have a song here, and I have it set for whatever I want here. Now, I want to adjust this for the maximum volume. Which I probably want around there, just so it's not incredibly loud. Now, if you remember, we have our settings menu here. That is not where we keep the volume. That's an O Sound Manager, which we made. Now, this is a volume, and what we want to do with that volume is, well, now that I think about it, we don't really need the Sound Manager, but we're going to use it just for, this video's sake. So if we just want to play a sound, you could just say audio play sound. SND music is what I named mine. Priority, I'm going to do 1 on this one. Loops, I'm just going to put it on a loop. And if I were to run this, it should play. Yep, when I play the game, it now plays the music. And if I obviously do this, it won't do anything. So now I'm going to set this volume to 100. And now, we're going to go ahead and make an audio group for music. So if we go to the audio groups under Tools, and we were to hit Add New, let's name this one Music, and then add another, call this SFX. So we have 2 different ones. Now, if we go into the actual sounds, like SND Music, at the bottom here, you can select the audio group Music, and then for any sound effect you may have, select SFX. Now in Sound Manager, we're going to say Audio Group Load, and then Music and Sound Effects. Now that is needed for this to work. So let's try running this, see if the music plays, which it does not, because we're trying to play it on the same loop that's loading the music. So what we're going to do here is in the step event, we're going to say if not audio, audio is playing, or actually we're going to say if audio group is loaded for music, and if not audio is playing SND music, then we are going to say audio play sound music 1 true. Now if we run this, now it runs just fine. And now, since we have this volume control, I'm going to make a comment here in the Sound Manager in the step event. I'm going to say adjust music, or adjust volumes. That's what I'm going to say. And we're actually going to go ahead and change this to music volume, and also SFX volume. Set them to 100 each. And the adjust volumes, we are going to say audio group set gain music volume. Okay, so the volume is between 0 and 1. So keep in mind we have this set to 100. So we're going to say music volume divided by 100. And time, I just put 0 because that's the fading. And then we're going to do the same thing with SFX volume. Perfect. Now, we have it changing the volume based on that, but we need to make sure to go back into our settings menu and change this to music volume, just like this, wherever it says music volume. Now, we have this button list format. Need to make sure that we can actually move left and right between those in the menu. So now if we go to, I believe it was in here. Okay, so we have these here, and we have the controls for left, for up and down. Now, if we don't want to do up and down, we can say, let's see. Try to think of an easy way to implement this without changing too much. Let's do... This is the whole list that it handles. We're gonna say... So we have arg1 and arg2, and I'm gonna say function 2 right here equals undefined. Function 2 is going to be another optional function, and this one is going to let's actually do this. This is going to be a little more interesting. So functions, it's going to be an array. So if you enter, this is going to run function 0 now. And that's how we're going to handle that. Instead, it's still going to run the arguments based on that. Now, we're going to say, let's just take these here. VK left. And also VK right. And we're going to say, let's actually put this up here now. So we know what button we're selecting. So I'm going to say, if array length of functions, pretty much, then we're going to allow left and right. So if that's the case, if we do left, it's going to execute function 0, and then function 1 if we do right. So, now it doesn't change too much of what we were doing before. All we have to change now is if we... actually, let's do an else, because the enter should only work if it is a single function. Oh, oops. If it's equal to 2, then, yeah, make sure you put that. Now we're going to go back into the settings menu and apply these changes. So we just need to make sure when we're doing this button list format, it is now taking a functions parameter. So instead, do an array, and it could just be a single thing in the array. We're going to call that music. And we're going to remove the down, and we're going to take this here, put it in the array, so it'll be down and then up in this list. So now, if we go ahead and run this, hopefully, go to settings, okay. Trying to index a variable which is not an array. So it's seeing it as not an array, so slight issue with what I was doing. So button list draw. Oh, here we are. Well, I'm passing it in as an array. Function is equal to functions. And then this checks function 0. And then... let me see that exact error, because I'm actually a little confused now. 91 is where it's failing on this. Oh, that is correct. The main menu, I'm actually using the same system, so make sure you put the array on the main menu as well. That is why. I just didn't change the new thing. So now if I click this, volume not set before reading. That is a rookie mistake. So if you recall, we were actually drawing volume right here, but we changed that to music volume. So that is why that wasn't working. So now if we go, perfect. Now this on the music, if I hit left, it goes down. If I hit right, it goes over there, and you can hear the music changing in volume. Just like that. And now instead of drawing this right here, we're actually going to include that in the list itself now. So if you see here, the button list format, music, it's not really able to get a reference of the variable. So we're going to go into... Actually, there's no reason to really do it, now that I think about it. We're going to rename this music volume, and then we're going to make the exact same thing, except call this SFX volume. Now we're going to rename these to music. And actually, yeah, we're going to keep it this way. And then we're going to take this, copy, and we're going to change these to SFX. And make sure you clamp it properly. And then just rename it to SFX. Just like that. And then do the exact same thing we were doing before. Volume down, volume up. And make sure these are... Oh. Yep, since we renamed these, make sure to rename them in the array. Just like so. And now, it's very hard to tell based on the SFX volume, because there is no sound yet for it. But it does work. Now if we go into play, we have all this. If you hear that sound, that's good. And here, let me mute the music, just so I could show you. We muted the music, and we have 100% on SFX. Now you can hear that. Now if I go ahead and just mute the music, and then also bring sound effects all the way down, if I were to go back to menu and hit play, you no longer hear those sounds, which is perfect because the volume is working. Now, there's no way to visually see it right now, so we're going to actually add that. We actually do need that. So, we're going to go into the buttons again, and under the button list format, we are going to have in here tracks equals undefined, and this is going to be really weird. But the reason why we're doing that is so we can track a variable. Now, we have tracks in here, and since it's in the create event, it doesn't actually know what variable to follow. So what we're going to do is we need a way to find that based on what we put in there. So we're going to make an enum track var. We're going to say music and also SFX. And those are something we can track now. And now if we go into the thing here, we need to find where the text that is being drawn is, which is right here, button.string. Now, underneath all this, check tracks if button.tracks is not equal to undefined, meaning that we're trying to track something. I'm going to do a switch of button.tracks, and then I'm going to say case track var.music, and then a break, and we're just going to copy the same thing for SFX. And if that's the case, we're going to say button dot string. Actually, rstr equals button dot string. We're going to do this instead, so we're not overwriting anything. Equals, or we're going to say plus equals, and then what you want to add to it. So I'm going to do string of that, and then plus string of O sound manager dot music volume. And then we're going to do the same thing with here, except SFX volume. Now, just make sure that we put, instead of drawing the button.string, and same thing with here, make sure you just put string, 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 well, str for all of those, so it senses everything properly. And we're just going to try running this, see if it does it. String not set before reading. Oh, yes. Do not do button.str, it's not a thing. Now if we go in, you're not seeing anything different there. It's because we did not actually pass it in to the settings. So this might look a little awkward since you actually do have to define the arguments, but you could just say undefined, undefined, undefined. And actually, just to make this a little easier, even, I keep saying that, we're going to go back into the button, and we're just going to change the order here, so we don't have to define the arguments first. We could define just the tracks, because that is far easier to define. Now if we go into the settings again, sorry, I'm all over the place here. We're going to say track var dot music, and also track var dot sfx. Oops, all caps. Now if we go ahead and run this, hopefully, yep, we now see the variable we are tracking, which is perfect. And that is actually all I have for this episode. But I hope you guys learned something, and we will see you in the next episode.